Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Let me say real quick, if you are waiting for bushcraft bag review number 2, the actual field test, coming soon. It's coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the latest BattlBox I got and checking out what they sent me. All right, our little guidebook here is a little beat up, but it is mission 106. All right, our first item is this. It's from Eco Vessel and it's called Wanderwear. And basically it is looking like it is gonna be your silverware for when you're out in the woods. So, nice little pouch to keep it in. Open it up after you unzip. And here's what we got. We got fork, knife, spoon, straw, and straw cleaner as well. So, not as light as titanium, but definitely quite light. There's your spoon. Knife, very thin profile, even for the handle. But kind of like a butter knife there. Here's your fork. Got a little bit of a spork feel, but not totally. There's that. And then, yeah, looks like that's your straw. And I do like the fact that they include a straw cleaner as well. So to have a good set of silverware when you're camping or bushcrafting it's great. Yeah, this is cool. If it was like, this is a $70 product, I'd be like, I'm good. I'll just use my spork from UCO. But these are nice, it's cool, and I'm not sure how much I'll use the straw, but we'll see. So that's our first item. All right, item number 2 is Next Generation Backcountry Meals. It's chicken Alfredo pasta, right on Trek. So in this one, you got 1,030 calories in the 2 servings. So, generally for me when I'm backpacking or camping, since I'm trying to put a lot of miles on, I'm eating a whole, whether it's I'm trying to think, Backpacker's Pantry, Mountain House, those types of things. But you could split this between 2 people. Let's see, a lot of fat, 110% of your fat for a day if you eat the whole bag. Let's see, protein, 53 grams of protein. So maybe you do want to split this, but anyhow, never tried it before, but made in Montana in small batches. Feeds 2 tired, hungry explorers is what it says. So that's our second item. Right, next up, we got some signal mirrors. These are from a company called Rev 3 Maritac. So, looks like it's just one signal mirror. It said signal mirrors, I thought, but I guess the company makes signal mirrors is what they're saying. But so there's your signal mirror. Maybe I'll take this out when I go out to SHOT Show and use this for a video, and we'll test it out there in the desert. You can see you got your opening in the middle there, so you can basically aim the mirror most effectively. If you've never done that before, a great simple way to learn how to do it is basically put your hand like this, and then with the sunlight, you're gonna see, as you're basically aiming it, it's gonna reflect off here, and then it's gonna, you're gonna see it on the edge of your fingers right here, and then just basically, line your fingers up. So if I wanted to shoot it right in my eye, I'd put it like this. Okay, that's confusing. Out in the distance, if I see somebody that I want to get their attention, I put them basically in the crosshairs here, if you will, and then line this up and then use this to shoot the light right here in my hands, and then eventually it'll hit the person. So simple mirror, but good to have one of those in any survival kit. Next up, we have an item from My Medic. This is their bleed stopper pack. They also include, I don't know if it's supposed to go in here because this is sealed, but they do include quick clot hemostatic dressing, which at least maybe a year or 2 ago, there was some discussion I heard amongst people, like pouring quick clot, the little sort of granules into a cut, if that was healthy or unhealthy. But it seems like more people they're good with the hemostatic dressing, and the hemostatic dressing will stop bleeding because of some of the elements that are actually in it. It's not just a dressing. So in this guy, let me read you what we got. A pair of field gloves, 2 super hand wipes, compressed gauze, a marker, 1 5-inch EMT shear, and a massive bleed instructions for use, as well as mini EPB, 1 quick clot, and a rapid TQ. So normally I would open this up, but I think this is a great thing to give to somebody so they have an emergency kit. I have an emergency bleed kit. I have one from Live the Creed that I keep in my truck at all times, but I want to make sure I pass this on brand new, unopened, to like a family member or friend, so they can have one of these in the car. I'm trying to think of my wife. I know my wife has a tourniquet in the car, but I'll see if she has one of these. But I just want to encourage you, if you don't have a massive bleeding kit or a kit for a significant or massive bleeding, it's great to have one with you. I have enough first aid stuff in the car that one day my wife was out jogging and she saw a guy who was jogging, and like right in front of her, he basically passed out, lightheadedness, hit his head on a rock, blood everywhere. It was crazy. Another guy came out to help, but she used the med kit to help stop the bleed. So that was not a high-end med kit, but it did the job. But this is for an even higher end for stopping bleeding. So definitely want to encourage you to have one of these in a kit at home, in your car, places like that. And I worked with Biomedic for a while. My favorite thing about them is that everything is organized and labeled clearly. That's a huge win, so you're not trying to scramble around and try to find stuff. All right, I want to show you the knife of the month from Civivi, and then we're going to go to this very, very large item that they sent to me. So Civivi, this looks like we got a fixed blade this time. They always send you some stickers, a cloth, a cleaning cloth. We do have the sheath system here. Bust that open. That is actual Kydex with a Civivi, basically kind of a knockoff of another well-known company that does those types of clips on the back of sheaths. This comes in a plastic covering, and this looks basically, I'm gonna guess the name of this one, that this is the Elementum fixed blade, because it looks just like an Elementum but bigger. Let's put it into the sheath. Looks like G10 handle. That's what that looks like. Right there, you do get a little lanyard here. Let me look at the side here. Dark green micarta. Did I say G10? It's micarta. What do we got? D2 for the steel, fixed blade, Elementum. That's what it is. So that's the knife. So let me just tell you something right off the bat that I don't like about it. I don't know if you can see it, but they haven't rounded it out totally. For me, and I think probably for most people, I want my handle basically completely even with the steel. Full tang, great, but I don't want this bumping up or bumping down here a little bit. That's not a win for me. So right off the bat, sorry, but that's not going to be something. That's something I'm not a huge fan of. I do like that they had the choil, so it comes all the way back, so you can sharpen there. Figure guard's decent. It's definitely not. I wouldn't be stabbing into something really aggressively with this, but does a decent job. Again, take a look at the sheath. Looks like we got real Kydex, bunch of attachment points. See how good the lockup is. Yep, that's good. And then you can basically open it up by squeezing those two little tabs together and then close it up and click it. And that's that. So that's your fixed blade Elementum. All right, let me read you the name of this one. This is the Rockigator Mammoth Series 60-liter waterproof duffel. Here's what it looks like. Let me open it up. So yeah, it's big. It is a big, big duffel. And as you can see, like most waterproof containers, you kind of close this section, roll it down, and then, I mean, that thing is massive, 60 liters. You do have some mesh there, so you can put some other gear inside. Looks like I dropped the shoulder strap, but definitely a great way to carry gear. The thing I like about this is I've got a truck, I've got a bed, and I do have a cover for the, obviously I have a truck, there's a bed in most trucks, right? But I've got a cover for it, but it still is not totally waterproof, so I could throw some stuff in here, throw it in the bed, and then I've got my front seat and my total back seat open. So Rockigator, not familiar with the company, but I will become more familiar. So that's our last item in this month's BattlBox. All right, guys, as you can probably tell, the sun's going down here, so I gotta head out, but let me hear your thoughts on this month's BattlBox. What do you like? What do you not like? And yeah, let's hear your thoughts on this month's BattlBox. Hey, thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on X. We're also on, let's see, Tumblr and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.